One of the goals we have for dealerships is to help dealerships sell cars faster and to sell more cars at a higher average gross profit per car sold. So the way we help dealerships do that is with our car comparison page. So our car comparison page is one of a kind. When we were building our comparison page, we really thought about how do we help consumers make a decision about a car they want to buy. There's this modern age problem called choice overload. When people have a lot more options to choose from, they actually get overloaded, and instead they decide not to make, or they end up not making any decision. It's called decide or defer. So what happens is a lot of times dealerships think their only competition is the next dealership next door or across the street. But in reality, actually, is their competition is also status quo. Do nothing, make no decision. And so what happens is when a customer has too many options to pick from, like, for example, if they go to a dealership website and the dealership has 100 cars on for sale or 300 cars for sale. But not only that, there's also Car Gurus and Auto Trader that has thousands of cars. So what happens is a customer then goes into this mode where they're trying to figure it out. Should I buy a car, or do I need to do more research to make sure I'm not making a wrong decision? People are afraid to make a wrong decision. And so if they don't feel confident about their decision, then they're going to be more likely to delay making a purchase. They're going to want to do more research. So what our car comparison tool does is really helps customers, consumers, make it super easy for them to compare cars side by side and feel confident about their decision to buy a car. The quicker the easier it is for them to compare cars side by side, the quicker they are to make a decision about what car they want to purchase, which helps dealerships sell their vehicles faster and turn their vehicles faster. But then more importantly is we also want to help dealerships increase their gross profit. And what we've learned is that customers are not always price sensitive. Of course, everybody cares about a price, but a lot of times people are willing to spend a little bit more on the vehicle if it's going to get them exactly what they need. So the goal is to make it easy for a customer to be able to compare side by side the different cars and make the trade-offs and say, okay, even though this car might be more or it might be less, what are my trade-offs? What am I losing? And what is it really going to cost me? So let me give you a quick demonstration about how our car comparison page works. So let's say, for example, you're here on a search results page, and this could be desktop or mobile. So let's say, for example, if I'm right now going to be on desktop, so this is what the desktop looks like. And we have here little buttons to select and add cars to comparison page. Or I could also change it to a mobile view, and you will still see those little boxes to be able to compare cars on a mobile screen too. And again, going back to mobile first, this is one of our unique differentiators, because when I show you guys other dealership website provider websites, most of the time, 99% of the time, I see the car comparison features are completely missing from a mobile. You only see those features on a desktop. And with 321 Ignition platform, you have the car comparison both on desktop and mobile. Again, going back to mobile first means your features, your capabilities are not limited if you're on a mobile device or a desktop device. You'll be able to do everything on a mobile as you will on a desktop. So here I selected a few cars. So I'm going to click on here to go to compare cars page. And once I land on the car comparison page, so first you see this little pop-up, and it says to view all 4 cars at once, rotate to landscape. And I could click OK. And now I could actually click rotate, and I'll be able to see more cars up and down, right or left, or I could go back and click this way as well and be able to see cars right and left, scroll, and things like that. But the other thing is also on a desktop. On a desktop, we even have another feature, which is called drag and drop feature. So let's say this car is 69,000. This car is 74,000. I'm going to put it in this order. This one is 77. This one is 82. So here's a side-by-side comparison of the 4 cars. So we're helping consumer narrow down what kind of car they want to buy. And we make it super easy. So even like, for example, you'll be able to compare photos side by side, without having to go back to the vehicle detail page. You could see all the photos, and you could even click on the photo and see a bigger view as well if you want a bigger view. But you could also compare side by side like this. You see mileage, you see price, you see also monthly payment, which is extremely important. So as an example, let's say this car is $69,898, so almost $70,000. This car is almost $75,000. But in terms of a monthly payment, it's about $90 more per month. So, but this car is 2017 versus this car is 2014. So imagine a consumer being able to compare side by side and say, hey, even though I wasn't planning on spending more than $70,000, but hey, this car is newer model, it's 3 years younger, newer model, and it's only going to cost me $80 more per month. Okay, I'm willing to actually pay that. Or maybe let's say, for example, this car. This car is almost $78,000, so it's about $3,000 more. But in terms of a monthly payment, it's only $50 more. So imagine that for a customer, now we made it easy for them to understand what is $5,000 more, $10,000 more means in terms of a monthly payment, and communicating to them that maybe this is still within your budget, but you're going to get a newer car and maybe exactly what you want. Like, for example, both of these cars are 2017. But this car has less miles. So maybe a customer would be willing to spend $50 more to get a lower mileage car. But the other thing is you could also customize your monthly payment terms, and you could say, well, I really want to be able to afford a more expensive car. Maybe if I do 84 months, and maybe if I put in the $5,000 down payment, how does that change my monthly payment? Oh, I reduce it to only $1,000, and this one's to $989. So now maybe it's within my price range. So our car comparison tool was designed to make it easy for people to do their research, to do their homework, to understand their trade-offs and customize monthly payments, be able to increase the loan terms or add the down payment, add a trade-on, and be able to see how all those factors actually impacted their monthly payment or their budget. Be able to swipe and see more than one photo of a car. And then, most importantly, be able to take the next best action. So now they could actually, instead of going back to the vehicle detail page, let's get them to take the next best action, in which case it would either be schedule a test drive, where again, it opens up a scheduling widget and allows them to select schedule a test drive, or go directly and see if you could get pre-approved for this kind of a loan, if you would qualify for a $75,000 car loan, and it would take you straight to the get pre-approved page. So if I click here, now it takes me straight to get pre-approved, and it shows the vehicle that I was just looking at. So this is what the experience is like on the 321 Ignition platform. But now in comparison, let's look at this dealership. This dealership website is powered by Dealer Inspire. So first of all, it looks like they don't even have a compare feature even on a desktop. Okay, let's look at another dealership website. Let's look at the Sam Ford. So Sam Ford, they're powered by dealer.com. If I'm on a mobile view, let's go to the search results page. So their mobile view doesn't have compare feature, but let's change it to desktop and see if their desktop has it. Okay, so here's a dealer.com website on the desktop search results page. So here they do have a compare feature on a desktop. So if I click on compare, so let's say, whoops, I clicked on something else. Let me go back. Okay, let's try it again. So I clicked on this car. Let me also click now. Looks like their page is taking really long time to load. Let's click on this compare. Let's compare. Let's see, this was 13,000. This one's 24,000. I'm going to add it here. Let's add this one is 15,000. Okay. I think I selected 4 cars. Let me add one more and see if it will let me add one more. Let's see this $19,000 car. Okay, now let's go to compare page. Let's see what their compare page looks like on desktop. Here you go. It's just a static page. It doesn't allow you to swipe and see more than one photo. It shows you a price of a vehicle, but it doesn't allow you to see monthly payments, even though they do have a third-party widget on their search results page that shows you monthly payment. And in here, it doesn't allow you to see monthly payment. It doesn't allow you to drag and drop the order. It's basically just a static page. So, and then it also doesn't have any calls to actions. In order for me to schedule a test drive or get pre-approved, I have to click on the view details, go back to the vehicle detail page, and then only take the action. So this page was not designed to help a person narrow down their search and to help them become a lead. It has way too many obstacles. It doesn't make it easy for a person to compare their trade-offs. Buying a more expensive car, buying a less expensive car, being able to see the photos or any of that stuff. Okay, let's go look at one more example. So this is BMW dealership powered by Dealer eProcess. So they have a car comparison features here on the desktop. So let's click on a few of them. Let's see. Let's select the $15,000 car. Let's see in the $16,000 car. Okay, so first of all, let's look at the mobile. Do they have a comparison features on mobile? It does not look like they have comparison features on mobile. So they only have it on the desktop. Okay, let's go back to desktop. Okay, so now if I click on here and I go to compare page. So here's their compare page. So it doesn't allow me to drag and drop the order. Again, it's just a static order of the cars I selected. So they show you the order I added, but it doesn't allow me to actually, or I guess maybe it puts them in the order of the lowest price to the highest price, but it doesn't allow me to drag and drop and select any other order. Maybe it's not a numerical based order. Maybe it's, truck versus SUV or whatever the criteria might be. So it doesn't allow me to swipe and see more than one photo. It doesn't allow me to take the next call to action like schedule a test drive or get pre-approved. The only thing it allows me to do is to sign up for price drop alerts. So it's actually doing the opposite in this case. Instead of getting people to narrow down their search and help them make a decision of buying a car, instead it's telling them, hey, don't buy this car right now, sign up for price alerts, and when a price drops, we'll notify you about it. So it's doing the opposite of helping dealerships actually sell cars faster. It's slowing down the car buying process. So it doesn't allow me to see more than one photo, and it doesn't allow me to see monthly price. It only shows me what the total price would be, but it doesn't allow me to see monthly price. So then it doesn't allow me to actually see maybe I could afford a more expensive car. So in contrast, imagine, let me go back to our comparison page. In here, you were able to see monthly payment, you were able to customize monthly payment, you were able to swipe and see more than one photo, you were able to take a call to action, you were able to customize monthly payment terms, you will be able to actually play around with it and help make a decision on what car you should buy. So in conclusion, our car comparison tool helps dealerships, one, sell cars faster, two, increase their average gross profit per car sold by allowing consumers to, first of all, compare cars on a mobile device, and then on a desktop allows you to drag and drop, see more than one photo, see monthly payment, customize car loan terms, and take the next call to action.